Oh yeah, she thought we weren't gonna chop this one up. You know we gotta chop it up. We're gonna chop up this little Dirk body count scenario. This is I know you guys seen it. These women coming out saying he had 7 kids, he has the audacity and all this type of shit. What they don't understand or take into consideration is that in 99.9% of the interactions not Drake, but Dirk will have with a woman, he's going to be the prize. In this case, he is the prize. He is a multi-millionaire, young, successful artist who has fame, reach, etc. You cannot use the same scale to measure him as you would your friends that you see on Facebook and having babies by degenerate men that they hate, whom they say this themselves. So you're seeing this conversation, and this is what triggers women. That's why they try to make it. You notice how women try to mask, and they have things they put in the inappropriate box, but then they ignore other things that are along the same lines. Things like a man should not be worried about a woman's body count, and he's, insecure and all of this, but she can say she doesn't want a man with no money, or she wants a man with certain height, or she don't date short, broke, ugly men. She says things like this, and no one will bat an eye. But the moment a man say, we need to know that body count, they get into this tizzy. They try to, create these narratives that support not being able to hold them to the fire for the decision that they made. So when you bring up a woman's, or you question a woman's sexual past, she's going to automatically get uncomfortable, if not triggered at best. Most of the time, you'll see the discomfort. You'll see it in her face. You'll see it in her, her body, her movement. Just say, so how many guys have you been with? She's gonna, that's offensive and all of this type of shit. But she'll ask me, how much money do I make? And that would be okay. Because she knows deep down her sexual history matters. This is why she hides it and go great lengths to deem it inappropriate for a man to question. See, again, you women have these tactics that you use that you think you get to create and control the narrative on certain conversations. You think you get to tell men what they can and cannot discuss, when and where they can discuss it, and that's okay. That doesn't work. But she does her best to cover up her sexual history. The thing about it, all you have to do is be patient. You're going to see her sexual history in her actions, in her behavior. You'll see how she acts. That is a telltale sign of how checkered and toxic her sexual past and history is. Because sexual promiscuity, again, correlates to bipolar disorder, which is more prevalent in women. See, women don't expect us to come with these facts. We do the research all around. We just don't look at your social media to look at your pictures. We do the numbers to see what the diagnoses are, what certain surveys say. And these women go to question, well, who's the source? Well, who wrote that? And all this type of shit. They do everything. If they can't discredit the message, they're going to go great lengths to discredit the messenger. That's why this cancel culture is a thing. That's why you look at the comments. Oh, we need to cancel them immediately. Cancel culture is a thing of the past. I'm sorry to tell you. Cancel culture has been canceled because all of the facts are come out. See, if you let a person talk long enough, they're going to tell on themselves. You look at the Meg Thee Stallion, which she's trying so hard to make herself not look like the villain or the person in the wrong, when clearly she is. Because if she was so in the right, she wouldn't say shit. She would just let the court handle it and show her to be innocent and be the true victim from what she alleged Tory Lanez did. But yet she's going everything to cover up what he's saying, which Baby, we was having sex and I messed with your best friend, and that's why you started acting the way that you did. Your own boyfriend, whom you secretly got back with, admitted he left you alone because of your alcoholic outbursts and disrespect. And this comes from a checkered sexual past. She has a lot of emotional spirits in her from the men that she's dealt with. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a high body count, but it can be somewhat moderate. It's the type of sexual relationship she has with the man, and it is the type of man whom she's been with that's going to dictate her mentality and her emotional stability. So she's going to go great lengths to cover it up. She's going to try to quiet the conversation, run away from the conversation. If she can't do any of that, she's not going to pull up any facts to counter your facts. She's going to try to discredit you. You see this time and time again. They make these personal attacks, ad hominem attacks. Well, who are you taking care of? Well, who do you do? And all of this type of shit. So Dirk said what he said, and he stands on what he says. That's a man, because it does matter. See, women are the only creatures on this earth, and not even on this earth, in this society, because this society said, baby, you can do whatever you want and nothing is going to happen to you. You can lie and ruin a man's life and nothing will happen. You can make up all of these allegations with no evidence. Nothing will happen to you. Other than it will come out, hey, she lied about it. No jail time. They can say all of these things and nobody will check you. But now we have the space and the people in position to check that bullshit. So Dirk said he married, or proposed to his woman because of her low body count, in which he will never know. You will never know how many men a woman has been with. I mean, how many men, a woman has been with. You will never know this. There's no way to know. It's no way. But it is a telltale sign based upon her mental state and how she functions and how her emotions fluctuate. That is the telltale sign that she is emotionally damaged and has a checkered past. It always comes out. But the cancel culture now, it's a done deal with the Megan Thee Stallion. Now you see the Chris Brown scenario. You have so many different, and I may do a video about all of the women who lied on black men, and not just black men, men in general, saying that they raped them and they did all of these things that they didn't do and cannot prove or have evidence that they did. I think I want to do a compilation of that, because it has to change, and it is going to change because this space is growing bigger and bigger and bigger. In my previous video, I did mention how the Manosphere, you can label it whatever you want. The Manosphere simply is the space where men are talking about the issues in which they deal with women, society, and life. The Manosphere is becoming mainstream. It's becoming a hot topic. And they're going to use these celebrities who have the influence, such as a Nicki Minaj, Joe Budden, etc., Shade Room. They're going to use these platforms to try their best to quiet and get these spaces removed, because it's going to throw a monkey wrench in the overall agenda, which is to keep you dumb, keep you fighting with each other, and keep you from building with one another. That is what's going to take place. But you guys, let me know what you think about this video. I personally, I applaud them for having that conversation, bringing it to light, because it's just going to have a lot of spinoff. Right now, you're seeing a lot of reactions, a lot of people doing the videos, but there's so many layers to it. You'll be peeling them back all day. But you'll see the women talking and, trying to quiet it, trying to control what's being said. Guarantee if I was to do a social experiment right now and put this Lil DURK post up, I'm going to have 100 comments at minimum. It'll be 100 comments, because the women are on patrol. Whenever something like this hits the internet, I wouldn't say log off, but scroll down your timeline, get off, go back, get off, go back. You're going to see women that you've never seen in the comments. You're gonna see them come out the woodwork to, hey, I need to let me see what's being said because I know this applies to me. They know where to go to get certain information, and then they try to adjust accordingly. They go back and they redo their skit, they redo their script, so they can put themselves out to say, oh, I'm not like that. Baby, we see through the bullshit. We see through it. I'm sorry. What you guys, let me know what you think about this video. It's the Date Master. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.